LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith. Who's out of control in this situation? Let's get to it immediately. GeniusMedia.com. Recently, other day in the game between the Los Angeles Lakers and I can't remember who they was playing. The biggest thing, it was New York Knicks. The biggest thing was that LeBron James confronted Stephen A. Smith about talking about his son, Bronny. Where do you stand on that? The discourse is out of control. This is the most intense topic in America. I don't care what's going on in the world right now. Whenever LeBron James is brought up, whenever there's an opportunity to hate or dislike LeBron James, you are going to bring out people that don't even watch basketball. You're going to bring out the hillbillies, the purists, the foreigners. And then the reasons you get for people not liking LeBron James is just purely asinine. Oh, he caught a cramp against San Antonio. Oh, man, he's a bitch. He got his son in the league. Oh, man, he's supposed to let his son handle his business. His son's a grown man. See, I'm going to counter every argument because the problem is a lot of that lies with y'all hate that you have for LeBron James, and you don't understand the hate because you don't understand the psychology behind the hate. You're trying to find a legitimate reason to match the hate. That's equivalent to me seeing a woman I know I can't attain, and I'm like, I don't like her. Man, why you don't like her? Cause, man, she always popping her gum. No, that's not the reason you don't like her, bro. You don't like her because she's out your league. You meet a dude, he's got a lot of rhythm, charisma. He's getting the women you think you should have an opportunity to get. What's up, bro, man? I don't like dude. Why don't you like him? Ah, man, you know, a nigga be thinking he better than people, boy. He be talking to people crazy. No, he don't. No, he don't. You just hate his flavor. You hate his rhythm. You hate how he navigated through situations that you couldn't make it through. See, I'm going to tie all this to LeBron James. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, 8 Tips for Men to Find Peace, available on Amazon.com. And also follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod on Instagram and TikTok, Concrete Genius Media on Facebook, Concrete Genius Pod on YouTube, and of course, the miraculous Sauce Mackenzie on Twitter, one of the best in the business. And I like to apologize for all this freshness, but it's Saturday. You get what you get, man. Shout out to Chicago Cubs, Shawan Dunston, Ryan Sandberg. But yeah, with this LeBron situation, man, a lot of y'all don't understand the hate, so y'all find reasons to mask the hate. Oh, man, he partied with Diddy. Okay, so are we gonna disrupt anybody from the discourse that party with Diddy? Do you guys want to know some people that party with Diddy? Or are we just gonna let that go? Because your president partied with Diddy, and pick one. I didn't even name one. I bet your favorite politician party with Diddy. I bet one of your favorite entertainers party with Diddy. Pick one. But all of a sudden, every heinous thing that Diddy has done is attached to LeBron James because he didn't know. Can you sit here and honestly say, ain't nothing like a Diddy party? He hung with Diddy? Come on, man, let's be realistic. So that means everyone who's ever hung with Diddy is guilty by association. Let me ask you something, Tyler, 170795 with 51 followers. Do you have a pedophile in your family? Do you have a criminal in your family? Do you have a drug addict in your family? Do you have a thief in your family? These are questions that need to be answered. Because if you have any of those things in your family, that means you're guilty by association, right? Okay, so that kills the Diddy party situation. Diddy was a public figure, a black celebrity until the time that the Cassie video actually dropped. Most people thought Diddy was innocent and it was false accusations. The stories really started becoming believable after the video came out of him beating up Cassie in a hotel. And it's still a fraction of people that think Diddy innocent, but I'm not here to argue for Diddy at all in no point of fashion. What I am here to argue about is that if I'm hanging with somebody and they got a secret life to the point of Diddy and I know, then of course I should be held accountable. But if I didn't know, that ain't my problem. Just like you didn't know your cousin was gonna get locked up for theft, for robbery, for being a meth head. Did you know your aunt was gonna grow up to be a meth head? Did you think your grandfather would actually get caught for child molestation? Okay then, and you still hung with him. You probably still hanging with him. So let's kill the Diddy thing. He ruined the NBA. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. And as you know, I have my guy B. Craw on here. B. Craw is my guy. I give him the stage. He called me, need to get something off. That's my guy. He can have an entire segment of my show and I can disagree with him, but I'm gonna let it get his shit off because that's my guy. That's how we rock. Westside GI Chi-Town, that's how we rock. But for me, if somebody says LeBron ruined the NBA, I'm like, how? He quit his team and he went to go get help with Dwayne Wade. Okay, did Barkley quit on his team when he went to play with Kevin Johnson, who was one of the best guards of the late 80s and early 90s? Don't play stupid and don't disrespect Kevin Johnson on Jesus Christ's app. Dan Marley, who was a pretty good player. Cedric Ceballos was a good player. Richard Dumas was a great player before he got kind of caught up in some personal struggles. Barkley hooted and tooted until he got out of Philadelphia. And you know what the sentiment was, even for me? It's funny, Charles Barkley is one of my favorite players. So I'm not going to get up here and disrespect the legend that was 6'4" Charles Barkley, the round mound, the rebound. Because Charles Barkley was one of the first niggas in the NBA to be like, get that fucking camera out my face. See, Charles Barkley could say the shit that Michael Jordan couldn't. See, I'm pretty sure that Michael Jordan wanted to say a lot of militant shit, a lot of ignorant shit when things happen or people disrespected him, disrespected his family. But he couldn't at the time because Michael Jordan had the pressure of being the ambassador of the global NBA. So when scandals hit involving Michael, and we're not going to get here because I'm not here to tear down Mike, he had to carry himself a certain way. Dealing with the media, Michael Jordan had to show an air of professionalism at all times. If you notice in most Michael Jordan interviews, unless he's in the locker room, he's always been seen in a suit. You've rarely seen Michael Jordan interview in anything other than a suit, looking distinguished. But that was projected at the NBA at the time because he was the face of the global game. I'm sure he didn't want to wear that shit all the time, but he had to. So Charles Barkley was that guy of that generation that was talented enough could say whatever the fuck he wanted to. His personality was refreshing to the point that the media had to try to humanize him and show him some sense of control and have him breaking out of chains like a slave. I'm sure he didn't want to shoot that magazine, but these were the politics of the game. So these guys paved the way for LeBron James to be able to do what he's done in the NBA. Do you guys know that the NBA was so controlling that Michael Jordan didn't make money until his last 2 contracts? 3 contracts, maybe? Do you know that Jerry Krause was like, yeah, you get so much money from endorsements, you good, nigga? See, I'm telling the truth from the perspective of someone that loves Michael Jordan and someone that loves LeBron James. I'm tired of the discourse. I'm tired of the competition, but I want to talk about, instead of how they disagree or how one's better than the other, I want to talk about how Michael Jordan paved the way and endured some things that he probably wanted to get off his chest, but couldn't because he had the pressure of being a global ambassador in the George Bush era. That's a lot of pressure. In the Ronald Reagan era. That's a lot of pressure. So everything that we glorify Michael Jordan for, all the new Michael Jordan fans from Romania and Slovenia and all the Jordan gobblers, see, they just going to give you highlights because most of them didn't even have green cards or were American citizens when Michael Jordan was really doing his thing. They was probably somewhere ducking bombs or in a country that ain't a country no more, but they want to come over here and act like they American experts on our game. But I digress. Michael Jordan had to be stoic, articulate. You know what I mean? He had to be every man's man. Did he say some things maybe that probably black folks wanted him to say that were a little risque? No. But you know what? Him not doing it paved the way for LeBron James to be able to do it. So do you honestly think, because one thing y'all got to understand, I know we get this corporate Jordan and all this, but Michael Jordan's a nigga, man. Full-blooded nigga. Anybody that's ever covered the NBA tell you that you can be out somewhere and Michael Jordan can be in the VIP roped off, and if you see him, you know instantly he's a nigga. You know what I mean? But Michael Jordan had to be stoic. He couldn't talk with any type of slang. Even when he was upset, he had to be professional. So he was given a playbook to capitalize off his global success and what he is now, an icon of the game. Charles Barkley was able to say what he wanted to say due to LeBron James being stoic. LeBron James was able to put a hoodie on for Trayvon Martin and piss off you racists because Michael Jordan was able to have a successful career and not make your father, your grandfather feel offended. See, to get global and cultural domination, a lot of black men had to hold their tongue and walk on eggshells. You know, a lot of black men probably want to say, fuck this, get this, you've asked me this dumbass question 4 straight games in a row, but they couldn't. The NBA was coming, had just got his life support back from Magic and Bird. Salute to the OGs. Michael Jordan was now taking the game globally. We had just had the Dream Team. So he paved the way for somebody like LeBron James to be able to say, I don't like how you talk to my son. I want you to draft my son. Now let's speak of, since the time LeBron James has come in the league, he had to be stoic, he had to be articulate, but he also had to be scandal-free. See, people give you grace when they have more relatable things to you. Michael Jordan was relatable. The guy that got cut from his JV team, the guy who hit the game-winning shot for North Carolina as a freshman, the guy who came out with the coolest shoes that probably were ever made. So now LeBron has to come on the backs of that. No scandals. You never hear about nobody talking about Michael Jordan scandals. All you talk about is the basketball. That's cool. But when I debate y'all about LeBron, the first thing y'all bring up is China. He's a fake activist. Somebody said he was reading the Malcolm X book and he can't read. I seen the what's the white guy, the Jacob the Clipper guy? Oh my God. Somebody need to see if that motherfucker be deported. He said LeBron made one of the lowest IQ players in history. And I know it's hard to get white people deported. I know y'all doing y'all thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all heavy on Hispanics and black folks, but y'all need to start deporting some of these foreign whites. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Stephen A. Smith, you've witnessed basketball through a great scope, great lens. I have the utmost respect for you. I think you're brilliant. I think you're genius. I think your sports writing, your journalism, when I first read your articles when you wrote for the Philadelphia Inquirer, it was refreshing to see a black man be so confident and articulate and guide you with his stories. They were relatable. They were questions that a young black man wanted asked by a fellow peer. That's when blackness was different. And the success you've attained and the success you've accumulated is amazing. And I salute you. Most men I know salute you. Congratulations on the new contract. Congratulations on your voice. We don't always agree as black men. But what we do have to understand is you had the power to look at LeBron from a father standpoint. I think you chose the sensationalism route over the considerate route. You could have easily said, you know what, even if I feel this way, what is this doing to this man's family, to this man's wife, to his other son, to his daughter? Why am I using my platform, which is one of the biggest platforms out here, why am I using my platform to find a reason to degrade this man for getting his son in this position? We want to make sure that we protect our heroes. And when you see these kids getting this money young, you see these kids being able to be the personalities that they're able to be. When you see these young players taking control of their careers, when you see SGA fire his agent, that's LeBron. So for every negative, most negatives, there's positives. When people say he ruined the NBA, how? It's all we talk about every day. So if I'm the most talked about athlete, I know in the United States, now in the world you may have Ronaldo or somebody else, but in the United States, I'm by far one of the most talked about athletes. My name has generated more income in digital, print, and TV media than any athlete in history, even more so than Michael Jordan. Because we didn't have the internet when Michael Jordan was around. So everybody is eating off LeBron. You can literally wake up and hate tweet LeBron and have 1,000 followers. And I really don't want to give y'all no game, but I mean, it's just true. Because his name drives the conversation, which produces engagement. That's why they talk about him every day. Skip Bayless was the original Christopher Columbus. He colonized marketing and exploiting LeBron James. That's his legacy. He's the Christopher Columbus of sports journalism. He gaslit a base that needed a reason to hate a young black man, and he compared him to Michael Jordan. Shout out to Jason Whitlock, man. Fabulous theory, by the way, about how ESPN created that narrative of Michael Jordan versus LeBron. But back to Bronny. I get this other narrative. Oh, man, I'm cooking. I thought it's been 30 minutes. It's only been 17 minutes. Man, put this pod in the Smithsonian. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy, Sauce Mackenzie. Follow me on all socials. We still talking about LeBron, Bronny James, and Stephen A. Smith. I'm your host with the most. Thank you. Now, let's talk about John Elway. John Elway's father, Jack Elway, told the Associated Press and a press conference full of reporters that his son will not play for the Baltimore Colts. He didn't like the coaching. He didn't like the direction of the franchise. And he didn't want his son in Baltimore, playing in the middle of trying to play quarterback in a baseball field in the middle of Baltimore. He said, if you do draft my son, he's going to play for the New York Yankees, knowing without a doubt his son was not going to play baseball. I didn't see one column I researched. I Googled, I got on YouTube. I talked to some old white men sports heads. I talked to some old black men sports heads in the gym. I just called up some of my older guys, black guys, white guys in their 80s. I asked old guys in the barbershop, man, did he get any heat for that? Not at all. You know what they called him? A father who's doing what's best for his kid, Jack Elway, that is. And what happened to John Elway? He had a Hall of Fame career, went to the Denver Broncos, had a great career at the Denver Broncos, and it was so intense that Bob Irsay, the father. Jim Irsay is the owner of the Colts. Now, but this is when they were in Baltimore. Bob Irsay overruled his general manager, who was willing to call Mr. Elway's bluff. Mr. Elway instructed their agent to go over the general manager's head and talk to the owner directly, Bob Irsay. Could you imagine? Oh, wait, it just happened. Nobody slandered John Elway, Jack Elway. He was a father doing what's best for his son. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. This is disparity. Now, we take Eli Manning, Archie Manning, Peyton Manning, one of the, basically, pro football's royal family, America's darlings. We all remember Archie as a New Orleans Saint, just going on 14, just giving it the great fight. Jersey getting ripped off, just getting concussion after concussion, getting up off the mat to throw for 284 yards in a 38-3 loss to the San Francisco 49ers or the Dallas Cowboys. Just fucking Archie. We know Peyton, darling Peyton, Tennessee Volunteer Peyton, just witty, charismatic. Saturday Night Live Peyton. Omaha! And I like Peyton too now. I'm from Indiana. Peyton won the Indiana Colts Super Bowl. For that reason alone, Peyton Manning should be a Hall of Famer. Because the Indiana team ain't won shit since. Should have won 3 or 4, but that's a different story. And before I get to, fuck that. We're going to go to Archie first. We're going to go to Eli first. Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champion, New York Giant, had 2 of the most historic Super Bowl wins in history. One of them was here in Indianapolis, where he prevented the New England Patriots from going 19-0 and making history and joining the 1972 Miami Dolphins as the only undefeated teams in NFL history. But no, Eli, David Tyree. Do we ever talk about how Eli Manning got to the Giants? Why are we talking about dads? That's overbearing. See, I tie all this shit together, bro. Like your first Eagle Scout knot. You remember that first knot you had to tie in the Boy Scouts, the square knot? That's me, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Call me a square knot, nigga. Because I'm knotting you squares' heads up, nigga, and giving y'all some free game. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Again, I apologize for being this fly, man. You know what I mean? Fucking with your 4K. Shout out to my Apple 16 users, 15 users and shit. My MacBook to the people watching me on TV. But listen, Eli Manning, coming out of Ole Miss, was a consensus #1 pick in the draft. You know who had the #1 pick in the draft? The San Diego Chargers. And boy, did those Chargers want Eli. They wanted Eli bad. But you know what Archie said? Now, I'm a Southern guy, and I don't trust the direction of the franchise, and we're not going to play for the San Diego Chargers. Look at Archie. If anybody knows, Archie knows what's best for his boy. Archie, the owner, John Spanos, wants to speak to you. Alex Spanos, whoever Spanos it was. They got this player and that player, that player. It could be a great career for Eli. I've said it once, and I'll say it one last time. Eli Manning will never play for the San Diego Chargers. Now, I suggest they trade that pick or just not draft him. And I don't want to meet Alex Spanos, how you say it. I am Archie Manning, and I am done. What I says goes. Hot darn it. That's my boy. This nigga 23. You didn't see one peep slamming Archie Manning. Look at that old Archie. He knows the Chargers are a fucking cesspool. What a genius move by Archie. So he forced the San Diego Chargers to trade for Phillip Rivers. Now, of course, everybody said it all worked out for the best for him. Archie knew what he was doing, I'm going to tell you. Well, I'm going to tell you, that's one thing about you white folks, nigga. You white folks can move some motherfucking goalposts, nigga. I don't know what the fuck y'all know about us to make y'all through the course of history be the most goalpost moving motherfuckers in the history of the fucking world, nigga. I don't give a fuck if it's a nigga getting pulled over by the police, if it's music, if it's culture, if it's dancing, if it's fucking being a pedophile, if it's breaking the law, if it's fucking being a governor, the mayor, the fucking president, nigga. Y'all was the most goalpost moving motherfuckers in the history of the world. And Archie Manning sit here and literally bully, I ain't gonna say bully, but he basically said, my son's not playing for the Chargers. And you know when Archie Manning did that, I said, man, what a blessing. What a blessing. I didn't say, oh man, a white man. I said, what a blessing. See, I ain't see him as a white man. I saw him as a father. What a blessing. Jesus Christ. I'm going to fight for my son like that one day, but not one peep from the media. I never saw an article that said, let Eli Manning fight his own battles. I never saw an article that said, let John Elway fight his own battles. He should decide upon himself if he wants to play for the Baltimore Colts. Jack Elway smoking a cigarette. It won't be in Baltimore. Oh, that Jack's I am, buddy. Goalpost moving. Earthquake. Nobody wrote an article saying Eli should speak for himself. Nobody called Archie Manning a bitch for taking up for Eli, which I don't think he was. See, I don't see the race. I see the power. Because I don't look at a white man from a position of inferiority. I don't give a fuck if other niggas do or not. I'm gonna get up there and do the same shit he did. Now, if it's court, legal shit, you're talking about a different ball game. That's a different podcast. I'm not retarded. I'm not dumb. But I'm talking about shit that can break the mold on some like, I'm gonna let my big balls hang, then cool. And it may even cross the line on some legal shit. God forbid. Pray to God never do. But I love to see that power as a father. So how you think I felt seeing LeVar Ball? How you think I felt seeing LeVar Ball get on Fox News and tell that white woman, stay in your lane? You trying to be funny. See, I ain't got to come up here and hee-haw and take your insults and let you throw a rock at a big black nigga, and if he look at me the wrong way, oh my God, I'm being attacked. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. What's her name? Something Christy Leahy or whatever your name was. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. How much pride you think I got from seeing LeVar Ball? Coach his team, all three of his boys, put him up, play him up, have his program, maintain his program. Oh man, bring me to tears. His spirit, his soul. I love LeVar Ball. I don't even give a fuck about the shoes, nigga. I mean, you know how many businesses I done failed at, bro? I don't give a fuck about the shoes. You know how many LLCs I done started? I don't give a fuck about that. But when that one hit, you straight. I love LeVar Ball, man. I pray for him. I pray for his spirit. To see LeVar Ball get his foot amputated, and shout out to LeVar Ball, man. You are a living legend in the black community. We appreciate you. We salute you, my brother. We pray for you. And I speak for a lot of real niggas. And we thank you for your confidence and what you did for your boys, what you instilled in your boys, what you let a lot of other black men see be instilled in your boy, in your sons. We love you for that. But I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. I ain't gonna get off topic. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. We 30 minutes in. Man, when I saw LeVar Ball smiling in that wheelchair after getting his foot amputated, it made me apologize to God. I was complaining. I had been complaining. Talking about I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. This getting on my nerves. This person get on my nerves. That incident got on my nerves. This nigga that made me mad. I just was saying some ignorant shit about if you could fuck up a coach that fucked you over and get away with it, would you do it? And I seen LeVar Ball smiling in that wheelchair, and I said, man, that's a spirit of God. I just want to know. It was almost impossible for my mind at the time to comprehend him being so happy in that light, having so much appreciation for life. It just made me apologize to God. I said, God, I'm sorry. I know I've been tripping. Power of the tongue, Lord, thank you. Let me smile more. Let me turn the joy meter back on. If LeVar Ball can get his foot amputated and be smiling in the wheelchair coming out the hospital, I can turn my joy meter on. I can smile at the older woman at Starbucks. I can smile at the white person that maybe don't know if I scare them. I can smile at the old lady that don't know I got on the hoodie. She might think I'm finna snatch her purse. And she black. Because her purse been snatched before. See, I don't let what a stereotype do affect me. I just want to smile more. When I saw that, I was like, man, life is so precious. Because I'm like, man, something happened. Like, man, I had pictured myself pissed as fuck, thinking of some shit like that. And I'm like, man, this man is joyful. Life is good. Life is the gift. I got the gift on my neck, but the gift is life. So LeVar Ball, just everything you are, thank you. I'm man enough to say that, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Miss Sauce Mackenzie, SAUCE_Mackenzie. Just dropping the precious jewels that I always drop, man. I see this shit getting a little, the upkeep on this shit going up, bro, you know. We see what's happening. Now let's get to the real shit. A lot of people are uncomfortable with black men being vocal enough to protect their fathers. Throughout history, black men have never been able to protect their children unless they risk death or prison. Through the course of slavery and also through the course of colonization and disruption to true black Americans, foundational black Americans native to this land that were never slaves, that were born here and raised here, that could trace their history back to generations. Once colonization came, black men couldn't protect their sons unless they were ready to risk death. So you had to have that mentality of, I'd rather die before somebody hurt my son. And at times that even still wasn't good enough. In history, Black boys have never been protected. Black children have never been adequately protected. Throughout Jim Crow, crimes against Black children are often overlooked. When a Black girl goes missing, the threat of urgency is not as serious as it is when it's a blonde white woman. When Black boys commit a crime, they're assumed guilty. When white boys commit a crime, it's presumed youthful exuberance, a mistake. Boys being boys. We all did dumb things when we were young. We know, we see it throughout history. Our boys have been lynched and attacked. Our boys have been murdered by police who were free. Our boys have been exploited for their talents financially. Our boys have built systems, the SEC, and our boys have benefited. The system that was built, we benefited. But there was a time when we didn't, and we couldn't protect our boys. And now our boys can possess talent to make people millionaires. Can you be overbearing? Yes. But have I seen most people try to separate Black dads from their sons when the sons have a gift? Yes. See, the hypocritical shit about that is if a kid's 7'1", by the time he get 12, if a kid's 6'6" in 7th grade, you know what the coach is gonna say? Hey, you know what, Dad? We got it from here. You need to let somebody else coach him. You know, because by the time he get to college, he gonna need to know how to listen to other people, be a young man. You just take care of home. We got him. Oh shit. Well, you know, I coach too. Can I get on the staff? Nah, Dad, I don't think it's good. We need to separate Dad from coaching. We need to let him be a man. We need to do this. Well, damn, you know, I got some drill. I think he's good at. Coach, we know what he's good at, right? We got this. All right, well, I'm thinking about maybe going to this school. We got it. And they tell you, son, hey, man, you know, you're going to have to be a man one day. See, when you're an athlete, your son an athlete, oh, you're going to have to be a man one day. Y'all tell him that at 15. Or you're going to have to make your own decisions sometime. Your daddy ain't going to always be there for you. That's what they'll tell your kid now. They'll tell a Black kid that. And this is other Black people. I'm sorry if I didn't paint the proper picture. We've been exploited by whites and boule Blacks and foreigners and people from other countries. So I don't want to, the white exploitation was to a timeline, but what we produce, that's why you see so many weird dudes in the gym. And then you see a kid and you see somebody talking to you, 14-year-old, at a 7-on-7 event. That's why you see all these foreign women at NBA Summer League. They all there because they want a piece. And the one person that's in the way is the dad. So you can get to the mama. The mama is going off emotion. The dad is wondering why you here. What's your purpose? Exploitation. So you see all these people. Now you take this same 16-year-old and say he got a learning disability, he can't read properly, and he got anger issues. Say he get in fights. Say he get caught stealing out the mall. First thing somebody gonna ask is, where's his dad? You let a kid be in a gang. Let a kid have some trouble in school. Let a kid commit a crime. Oh, where's his dad? His dad must be out drinking malt liquor. So you never too involved when your kid got behavior issues. You know, you never too involved when your kid can't even play kickball in the 2nd grade. They don't give a fuck whether you're there or not. You're never too involved. They don't give a fuck. I mean, they don't give a fuck about the little short, fat, pudgy daddy. It's 5'5". They don't give a fuck about that nigga. Unless the nigga is a genius or got a big, or in a fraternity or something, and got a check. They don't give a fuck about him. But the nigga that can sell out the basketball game, yeah, we want parts. And so we've always been taught not to protect our dad, not to be protected by our dads. So to see a Black kid get protected, people are in shock. And then I get to talk, oh man, he's a professional player. So he's still his son, bro. Oh, he got him to the league, and as he should. As much money as a lot of you heathens has made on the back of LeBron James, y'all should get Bryce in there too. And Zuri in the WNBA, nigga. That's the game. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Sauce Mackenzie. I'm tapped in with the tap in, man. You know the real shit. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. Y'all know Giannis, man. Let me see. What's going on with this nigga? Let me share this. Let me see what we got with Giannis, man. Giannis was 2nd round, 1st overall pick in 2014. So when the fuck was Giannis? When did Giannis? Yeah, well, anyway, he shouldn't be on the Bucks, bro. He averaged 2-point-some points. And don't nobody never can't complain about Giannis. Oh, I know they from overseas. So it's motherfucking Gaga Batiste, nigga. Like, he don't get his brother on the motherfucking team. So if he can get, if a nigga can get fucking Giannis on the team, nigga, a nigga can get fucking Bronny James on the team, bro. I'm tired of you niggas acting stupid, nigga, moving the goalposts, bro. That's the way it is, you know. So concretegeniusmedia.com, man. It's your boy Big Sauce. You know, this shit flies hell, bro. Podcast after podcast, I do this shit. But yeah, you know, Thonis ain't out here tearing it up, man. I ain't trying to hate on the nigga and shit, but come on, bro. Nigga tweaked out, bro. Straight up. We just ready to roll. You know, we ready to roll. But yeah, that nigga shouldn't be in the league either, but y'all don't complain about him. Y'all just hate LeBron, nigga. And most of your LeBron hate is rooted in racism. See, LeBron ain't never hate, can't get be controlled. See, when you black, they need you controlled by something. LeBron he ain't got no white man on his team. He ain't got no white agent, no foreign agent from goddamn Uzbekistan, none of that shit. He ain't got no white woman. That nigga ain't got no mixed kids. That nigga ain't damn near got no white friends, nigga. And they hate that nigga. And he still get the respect of white men, from white men. Shit, other niggas hate that nigga. And he did that shit without a father. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas, you niggas got more respect. You niggas try to slander and say niggas was sleeping with that nigga mom, even if they was, nigga. What business is that, nigga? What niggas is sleeping with your moms, nigga, right now? Is it your father, niggas, or is it somebody else? Because this nigga in the NBA. So I just don't know what type of miserable you niggas is to wake up every day and hate this nigga personally. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what you niggas is waking up with to do that shit. Y'all finna get my boy B Cron, you know what I'm saying? Finna send my boy B Cron, see what's happening, get this shit cracking. But yeah, you niggas hate LeBron, nigga, for nothing, man. This nigga ain't, you know, you niggas need, like Jordan, you know, you niggas, you niggas need to know somebody getting some of that money. See, that's why y'all hate LeBron. This nigga just got too much nerve, man. Nigga, you got a black wife, a black agent. You done told Cleveland to go to hell. You done told Pat Riley to go to hell. Nigga, the nerve of you. Nigga, you make niggas uncomfortable, LeBron. See, you doing some shit. Niggas is scared. Niggas is scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't want a motherfucker to combat that shit, bro. Niggas is terrified. You make niggas uncomfortable. Shit, nigga, I'm in Indiana. I done made niggas uncomfortable. It's me and me having a dark-skinned wife and some money that a nigga can't control. Nigga needs some control. And you ain't even in no motherfucking fraternity, LeBron. LeBron get more credit for taking up for Bronny than Shaq get blamed for putting his mouthpiece up a nigga ass. You niggas don't give a fuck about Lou Atkinson. Nigga, you think about that shit, bro. LeBron get more slack for getting his son on the Lakers, nigga, than motherfucking Charles Barkley get for throwing a nigga through a window, nigga. And I hate to do this, bro. But it's a fraction of you niggas that think the greatest athletes are perfect. So I gotta really hit you niggas with something before I get out of here. Kobe quit in a playoff game. He literally stopped shooting the ball because his coach asked him to pass the ball more. And he gave up a 3-1 lead. Rest in peace, Kobe. I don't have no slander. Some of you niggas forget what actually happened. Like, if I give you an example, right? When I was in 3rd grade, I was locked out the house, bro. I couldn't get in the house. My next door neighbor answered the door. My other neighbor didn't go to the door. I couldn't get in the house. I tried breaking the window. I climbed, tried getting the window. The window was locked. I couldn't get in the fucking house, bro. My dad, I couldn't get in the car, couldn't get in the house, nigga. My sister went at the crib. 10, 15 minutes, I knocked on 3, 4 doors that I'm comfortable with on the block. I can't get in the house. I can't run on my friend's house because I don't know who there at their house. So I take a shit in the garbage can, bro. I'm about 10. I'm just letting that motherfucker go. Do you know, as soon as I was done, almost shitting, I was going to wipe my booty with some newspaper, but I was almost done shitting in the garbage can. A nigga peeped around the corner and said, bro, what you doing? Man, nigga, I'm locked out, nigga, I got shit. You know what I'm saying? But if I see that nigga to this day, bro, and that nigga down on his luck, and that nigga see me pull up in an Audi, nigga, all black Audi, the sports joint, and he like, man, let me get $1. I ain't got it, my nigga. That's why you was shitting in the garbage can, bitch. You got me. So you niggas gotta understand, just because situations change, whatever the fuck happened, happened. And Kobe quit in the playoff game. He did. Kobe wanted to be traded from the Lakers. The Lakers was ass. Kobe wanted to be traded to the Chicago Bulls. The deal was done. Luol Deng, the Bulls didn't want to include Luol Deng. Oh, woeful Bulls. But Kobe Bryant was this close to becoming a Chicago Bull. He took the meetings and everything. Excuse me. Shaq Started in Orlando, went to the finals in Orlando, left the Lakers for money, but that's okay because it's Shaq. Oh my God, it's Shaq. You niggas is hypocrites. You niggas is hypocrites. And that's the basis of your hatred for LeBron James. You hypocrites. And I know this is going against the Holy Grail. God forgive me, all my friends forgive me. My guy finna come on, B-Crawl. Shout out my nigga B-Crawl. He finna come on in a minute. Nigga, Michael Jordan told the NBA the Pistons play too rough. The Bulls won a championship when Scottie Pippen got better. Not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was great. The greatest. But Scottie Pippen led the Bulls in all statistical categories except scoring in the playoffs. When Michael Jordan retired, Chicago Bulls was one shot from the Eastern Conference Finals and really got screwed by Hugh Hollins. They won 57 games, I believe. Scottie Pippen was top 3 MVP voting. So it wasn't just Michael Jordan by himself. Actually, Michael Jordan coming back to the Bulls in the middle of the season disrupted the chemistry. The Bulls had a shot to probably win the championship. But Bulls fans won't tell you that. So the Nick Anderson years were sacrificed for the three-peat, and I ain't hating. Because I don't think Scottie and them they might have got one, but that team that Jordan came back to was hooping. Like, here come this nigga. You know what I'm saying? The nerve of a nigga. Y'all gonna give me motherfucking having a box with niggas. The nerve of a nigga though. Jordan literally said, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this shit. I'm done with it, nigga. You remember when Pac was like, I'm done with thug life? Then nigga told him like, hey man, you know, you finna get out. That's how Jordan, hey, I'm done, man. I can't do this shit. And then play baseball, nigga. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? All right, nigga, we had a great year, nigga. Next year, we finna win this shit without you. I finally got used to not playing without you. All them shots, all them reps. We having a great fucking season. And I'm back. Give that motherfucking ball up, niggas. But nobody say nothing about Jordan. That ain't selfish, though. That ain't selfish. Kobe being up 3-1 ain't selfish. See, Michael Jordan stand up all night to gamble and then play a playoff game drunk. See, that just adds to his lore. That's a man's man. Niggas is hypocrites, man. And this shit had to be said. And like I said, I'm a Jordan fan. I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Bryant fan. You know what I'm saying? But I got to talk to you niggas, to the fans of them niggas. You niggas got blind loyalty, don't think shit real when you see it. Yeah, man. Scottie Pippen wasn't trash, man. Dennis Rodman wasn't trash. Horace Grant was one of the best 5 power forwards in the league, man. Bill Cartwright was a veteran established center. Bill Cartwright would be the equivalent, I don't know, but he wasn't trash. He was a former All-Star with the New York Knicks. Y'all talk about class and grace. When the Detroit Pistons lost to the Bulls in '91, Michael Jordan got up there and talked about how classless they were. You niggas turned on Isaiah Thomas, man. I can't believe you niggas. Shout out Isaiah Thomas too, man. Zeke, man, one of my favorite players. Zeke don't get the love he deserves. Nigga, Michael Jordan stopped Zeke from being on the Dream Team. Could you imagine if LeBron James said, you know what, I'm not going on the Dream Team. I'm not playing for Team USA if Steph Curry get to play. You niggas would personally march to Michael Jordan's, march to LeBron James' house, nigga. Let's run that back, nigga. Imagine if LeBron James said, you know what, man, nigga, Steph beat me, nigga. Them niggas was bragging Draymond. I don't want to play with them niggas. If y'all want me in the Olympics, Steph Curry can't play. You niggas would kill LeBron. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. The goalposts, they stay moving. They stay fucking moving. Efficiency, numbers. And then you niggas kill me with that killer instinct, nigga. You don't think it took a killer instinct to get the 2007 Cleveland Cavaliers to the NBA Finals, nigga? You don't think it take a killer instinct to score 23 straight points in the NBA in 2004? Goalposts. Niggas stay moving them goalposts. And that's why I'm always be here to spank you niggas. Yep. You got me. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce, nigga. Tap in with the real.